may or may not work, depending on the internets. Can I find my chat window? Uh, Not yet. And nobody's in here just yet. So, do I hit this button here? Show me live chat. Okay, showing me live chat. Psychotic Savage in the chat room. What's good? How come I can't see it on... If I open up a different window here. What's going on? Oucha. We outcha. All play all day. What's cracking? I'm trying to find my... There it is. There it is. And now I just want to pop the chat out. Like so. Minimize that window like so. So I can see all y'all here in the chat on my computer screen. And we'll be good. We'll be good. So we have the pre-show, the kickoff for the Royal Rumble is starting in approximately 30 minutes. So we're going to sit here and chat for a bit because, you know, why not? I can't see too well. I can't see too well. There, that's somewhat better. Somewhat better. I'm not too mad about Edge being number 2. Like, that whole thing with 1 and 2 is, like, I get it from a booking thing because you're going to want to see Edge and Randy Orton go head-to-head, face-to-face. You're going to want to see that, right? So why not start with that? Wouldn't that make sense to you? To me? I don't know. But it's going to be interesting because I feel like it's going to be those two starting it off. And then we're going to have, like last year with Brock Lesnar, right? Here comes a guy. Toss him out. Keep fighting. Here comes a guy. Toss him out. Keep fighting. Up until we get, say, The Fiend, I think is my feeling on that. So that to me sounds like it could be interesting. And sure, you could definitely win from number 1. It's happened with several people. One of them has been banished from history, but it's happened. But I feel like winner's gonna be Bryan. They've been doing too much with, oh, he's never won one. Like, that to me sounds plausible. I've heard, in terms of rumors of surprises, I've heard Carlito. And he was supposed to be on the, what was it, the Raw Legends night, and he couldn't make it. So, that to me sounds plausible. I don't see Brock Lesnar being there. I've heard he's not currently under contract. I haven't heard anything about Karrion Kross. I would say probably not. He just left a calling card for Escobar on NXT this week. So I'm going to say probably not. But we'll see. We'll see. CM Punk apparently was doing that Heels on Stars TV show or something. Because I'd seen him with... what's his face? The actor from Arrow. I don't know his fucking name. He's doing a thing there, acting. So I wouldn't see CM Punk at the Rumble, but anything can happen. Yes, Amell. He was in a... Go look at Stephen Amell's Twitter. Him and CM Punk in a ring. I would love to see Cesaro win, but it's not going to happen. Like, the push for Cesaro would be nice, but I think the time to push Cesaro was like a couple of years back, and it didn't... Like, they tried, right? He won the Andre Battle Royal. They tried. Super chat in the building from Lloyd Ivester says, Tommy Salami, the best ever. He's going to win the Rumble. Well, if he's in it, sure. Because who would be strong enough to toss Tommy over the top? I just don't see it happening. But I feel like the Edge, not the Edge, the Cesaro should have happened after he won the Andre Battle Royal. That push, right? But then, all right, hey Cesaro, stop doing the swing. Hey Cesaro, stop doing all the things that are getting you over because you're supposed to be a heel. They gave him Paul Heyman, and then they just stopped doing anything with Cesaro. Like, he was in line for a push, and they totally botched it. So, what the hell happened there? I'm not hanging out over with Rod and Todd because, of course, what? Because, of course, we're still in a fucking pandemic. So, I would hope for a return of Aleister Black. I would hope for a return of Seth Rollins. There are some returns that can happen in the Rumble tonight that I am excited about. I think Cesaro should have gone over John Cena during the U.S. title invitational. Like, that's how that thing should have ended, with Cesaro winning that belt then and begin that push then. But it didn't happen because John Cena. So yeah, there was that. Again, Lloyd Ivester with the super chat saying everyone should worship Tommy Salami. All right, you do you, man. You do you. He's a big boy. We have pixels of both GTA 5 and Five Nights at Freddy's up on the channel. So sure, peep those. I did a whole video series called Let's Mess with GTA 5. That's like 50 episodes. Go watch it. And certainly when the PS5 version of GTA 5 comes out, you'll see that on the channel. So that'll be happening. Yes, I did see the King Kong and Godzilla trailer, and I haven't watched any of the other ones from that whole universe, so I gotta get caught up on that. I'm behind. I definitely am picking Rhea Ripley as the winner for the ladies because she got taken out and she lost on her way out of NXT, and she's not in the Dusty Cup, and she hasn't been on NXT after losing that last women's standing match. So that means to me main roster. I could be wrong, but to me it means main roster. So I'm gonna see if she's in it, then she should definitely win that. Be-a-ness. I'd say 0 chance of seeing Jay White in the Rumble, but look, I don't think they signed him. They've definitely been complaining that right now WWE is suing the Department of Immigration because they can't get guys in internationally fast enough. So in terms of getting in Jay White, yeah, no. He apparently had signed a 9-year deal with New Japan. That was 2 years ago. So unless some backstage shenanigans happened, look, every January, it's the same shit, right? It's people previously had signed 1-year deals that expired after the Dome, right? So you had that time, all right, Tokyo Dome is always the 4th of January, and then the end of the month is the Rumble. So there's always that gap there where if they didn't re-sign with New Japan, they could be in the Rumble. But, we'll see. That would shock the world. But do you want to shock the world with literally nobody in the building? Imagine, right, if you had that debut of AJ Styles for the Rumble and it was a pandemic and there was no crowd. What? Nowhere near the reaction. Nowhere near the push for that boy. So that'd be weird, man. Again, it's going to be a weird night. Overall, it's going to be a very unusual evening. Lloyd again, Super Chat champion. WrestleMania 22, Dallas, Texas. And then LA in 23, SoFi Stadium. Now, Hollywood, you would think that would be The Rock and Roman. But we'll see. We'll see. Where is the WR3D21 mod? I am playing Wrestling Empire because it's brand new. So that, at some point, when they put out version 3 or version 4 or whatever, sure, I'll go back to it. But obviously, Empire is the new game. So you're playing the new game. That makes logic, man. Logic. As far as who's winning the Dusty Cup, I would say I put money on MSK because why would you sign a new tag team and put them in this cup, debut them in the cup, and then not have them win the thing, or at least get to the finals? right? Now, as far as the ladies, I have no idea. No idea. But, you know, it could be Ciampa and Thatcher. That also strong contenders if they can get along and coexist on that show. Strong contenders. Phil, birthday in April. Happy freaking birthday in Mania season, man. As far as more Fire Pro, it'll happen eventually. But again, right now, Empire is the new game. So we're playing Empire. And then at the end of February, Retromania will be the new game. We're playing that. But beyond that, like when we get to like March, I don't know. We'll see. The chat's working just fine. I see all y'all in the chat here. So if you can't chat, I don't know, bud. But it's doing all right. Battlegrounds is done. Never again. That game's trash. Now, I did hear a rumor though that Rumble weekend, this weekend, they are doing the face scans and the voice work for 2K22 this year. So, fingers crossed. That game hopefully will come out this year. No delays. But also, I just recalled that the casino AEW game should be out on phones like soon. They said within 2 months. So soon. There's a button on mobile that should fix the chat, I think. I don't know. I fixed it on mine. So I would be surprised if we saw an announcement for GTA 6 before we see the PS5, Xbox Series X versions of 5. Like, Rockstar tends to promote one thing at a time, so that's the thing that is not out yet. And then once that comes out, then they can, all right, we're going to focus on the next thing. So it's going to be I don't think it'll be this year for an announcement. I could be wrong, but I feel like that thing is still a ways off considering how Rockstar does things with their business model. Weird. I don't know, man. I don't know. Thoughts on Wrestling Code? Show me gameplay. Like, don't fucking show me renders. Show me gameplay. I would hope that 2K22 will be on next-gen consoles proper. However, they don't have the best history in doing that. They don't have the best history in putting out their game on the new consoles in the year that those consoles are new. Like, we didn't get 2K14, right? That didn't release on PS4 and Xbox One. It wasn't until 15, a full year after those consoles were out, because they launched in the fall of 13, and that game was out in the fall of 13. So they had said that there weren't any plans this past year for next-gen consoles. So, man, I don't know. If they're smart, they'd be on those consoles. But again, they're also backward compatible, so they're gonna play still. But you want that fresh, snappy SSD loading, those next-gen textures, the good stuff. And again, fingers crossed. Where is Grime? That costume is in that closet. The jacket, the glasses, the whole deal. The whole deal. I do believe that AEW said that their game will be on all current consoles. So that'll be good. That'll be good. But yeah, as far as 2K, we'll see. We'll see. Now, if the rumors are true and John Cena is 100% confirmed for WrestleMania, then Grime might need to have some business there. Might need to. This phone I am currently doing a thing on and a stream on is the Galaxy S21 that I got this past week. So far so good, man. So far so good. I hope the audio for you guys is okay, because it hopefully has a higher quality speaker in it. Hopefully. If hackers deleted YouTube, I'd go on to Twitch, I guess. I have one. I don't ever fucking use it, but I have one. I don't think Edge will win the Rumble because I think that ideally what should happen is the person to toss Edge out of the Rumble should be Seth Rollins. Long-term booking. So, and then we set up Seth and Edge for Mania. Because please, I don't want to see Edge and Randy Orton anymore after tonight. No more. Please. I'm begging you. I'm done with it. I'm so done with it. This phone is the S21 that is doing this stream. This is not my webcam. This is actually the phone on a fucking tripod. Like, if I had a mirror in here, I could show you. But I could pick it up and say, all right, there's the computer and the chat, and, you know, there's the webcam up there. So it's not that. It's not that. I mean, sure, there could be an Edge and D-Bry type deal, but I think D-Bry is going to win the Rumble in my Fave 5 to win that show. So, like, for me, the best match and the best long-term booking for Roman would be Daniel Bryan. Because all the callbacks to 2015 would be great. The people wanted me, not you. But I was the chosen one. Like, all that shit would be fucking amazing. I did make Grim play Wrestling Empire twice. Look it up. It's out there, man. It's out there. We did that shit. I do not have Disney Plus. But now, thanks to Comcast, I do have Peacock. And so, I will have free WWE network here soon, on the 18th of March, I believe. So, you know, we'll see. It's getting out there. Doing things. Supposedly, they did sign Eva Marie. All red or a thing. They supposedly had signed her, so perhaps she'll be in the show tonight. Maybe. No, this does not have any alcohol in it. My actual alcohol is over here somewhere. But no, this is just water and flavoring. I have the Mio, and I mix that with the Mio, the bootleg Mio. So it's fruit punch and some caffeine. So Comcast bills like $150, I think, a month with TV and internet and phone, something like that. But it's an added bonus. I get Peacock. You know, I'm not going to argue. It's free. Like, I will complain about the Comcast data caps of 1.2 terabytes. Fuck them. But otherwise, they're bullshit over there. And there was no bandwidth cap in New Jersey until this year. And I'm like, you're going to add a cap during a pandemic. You motherfuckers. I hate you. Is 2K22 going to be broken? Man, I hope not. They had 2 years. So, man, I hope not. What's up, Zappy? I certainly hope that having an extra year to make it right, it should be right. Fingers crossed. I'm not going to guarantee that, but fingers crossed. Will there be any good surprises in the Rumble? Well, they've only announced 21 superstars for men's and only 13 for the ladies. So plenty of open spots to hopefully surprise us here in a pandemic show. I can only hope. I can only hope. I don't see Becky Lynch being there. She just had a baby. I just don't see it happening. Like, way too soon for her. Way too soon. Perhaps SummerSlam seems more likely for her, but, you know, we'll see. That's if. Like, some folks just make enough money and then they're good. They're like, yeah, I'm fine. Whatever. My thoughts on the Edge versus Randy deal is that obviously they're going to start out. I think obviously The Fiend will be there for Randy Orton, and then hopefully Seth will be there to take out Edge. Like, that's kind of where they're going to go. I hope. If I can be 24/7 champion for like 5 minutes, yeah, sure, man. Why not? When will CM Punk return? Whenever he feels like it, the money is right, and the story is right. You'd be hard-pressed to bet against Goldberg. Especially in that they keep saying, Goldberg has never won the WWE title. And whenever they say that, whenever that is the story, then it usually ends up happening. I hate to say it. I hate to say it, believe me. I don't want Goldberg to win. But once WWE hammers home that this superstar has never won a title, they usually end up winning that title. They were like, AJ Styles has never been the IC champion, and then he won it, you know? So, it is what it is. Taker should be retired at this point, I hope. I don't want to see him anymore in the ring. Same as Sting, but Sting's doing that street fight there in AEW. So, I put up a video of my picks on the Rumble on the channel yesterday. It's up. It's out there. I don't see Miz cashing in until WrestleMania. Think about it. You want the cash-in to have a crowd reaction. And Miz is the heel. You want that heel heat crowd reaction. And if you're going to have fans in the building at WrestleMania on night 1 or night 2, I don't care which, I see the Miz cashing in at Mania. Like, that to me makes the most sense. And if you want the maximum amount of heel heat, right? And you want the maximum amount of long-term booking, this is what you do. Very simple. Daniel Bryan, Roman Reigns. Roman gets pinned, gets beat by Daniel Bryan, right? Roman is so mad, spears the shit out of Bryan and leaves. Out comes The Miz. So Bryan is champ for like 5 minutes. Miz cashes in, new champion. That is maximum heel heat at WrestleMania to close out either night 1 or night 2. My thoughts. I can be wrong. I'm wrong a lot. I'm gonna admit that. But that to me, if you want to maximize that, because Bryan and Miz, that is the longest thing that they have right now. The past 10 years of that, right? So that makes sense. But we got a little bit of that in that match this past week on SmackDown. It's a little bit of Bryan and Miz interaction there. So, you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Let me just do a thing here. How do I... Alright. Never mind. I can't do a thing here on this phone. So, you would think that Nightbot would do its job, but sometimes Nightbot does not do its job. And I'm only here for another 5 minutes, so I'm kind of not that concerned. It is what it is. No, I don't see CM Punk being in this show. I don't think so. Again, that would be an amazing surprise if it happened. Would be phenomenal. But he's currently filming with Stephen Amell and whatnot, so I don't see Ronda back until we have Becky Lynch back. Because that, to me, is the big money match. Is Becky and Ronda one-on-one. No Charlotte. Becky and Ronda one-on-one. That's your money match. And, you know, we'll see. Black saw Johnny Hicks with a super chat. Says he is shocked that Sony has not put out a statement on the scalping situation. Here's the thing with most companies, right? They don't care. They're making the money, right? Even though the scalpers are buying the systems, they're getting paid regardless. So Sony, Microsoft, Nvidia, they don't give a shit because they're getting paid. So why would they care, right? The aftermarket is whatever. They don't have to care. So, it is what it is, man. But yeah, I don't have a button here to handle this spam, unfortunately. I don't think I do. Actually, hold on. Let's do this. Does that work? That may have worked. Yeah, it worked. All right. I got a PS5 by doing a pre-order back in September. So I forgot I could use this chat to do the thing with this chat, and it's a whole deal, man. It's a whole deal. Hoorah, hoorah, hoorah! It's the deal, man. Make it a win. Will Raw ever get better? Is the eternal question, and the answer I feel like has always been get rid of that third hour. Get rid of the third hour, and we're all right. But until then, it's a problem. So that third hour is going to be an issue forever and always. Because, man, it's just such a long show every freaking week. Now, as far as a Connor debut, I wouldn't see it happening this soon after his fight. Like, if they had a crowd, I could see him being in the crowd like they do with NXT. But, like, he just lost that fight, so I think the Rumble is going to be very curious tonight because it is the only one in history with no crowd. And that's going to be very curious. Very curious. What happened to Ray? I don't know. What happened to Ray? I have no earthly idea. I know he said that he would totally save his son one time in the Rumble, and then after that, you're out of there. So, yes, I also hope that the Big Show does not make an appearance in this Rumble. Fingers crossed. I hope. But, you know, at some point, it'd be like, hey, who's number 30? Well, like, that would not surprise me. But I guess the thing is, right? Think about who in this Rumble can take out Braun Strowman. Because Braun is in there, right? Who is getting out Braun? I don't think Braun's going to win. So you got Lashley, and you have, like, the Big Show. Maybe Otis? Like, who's that size that could take out Braun Strowman? Who has that girth and whatnot? Because otherwise, I don't know who takes out the Big Show. I mean, yeah, the usual here's 5 guy spot type thing, but Keith Lee's not in the Rumble. And, you know, he's under quarantine. So he lives with Mia Yim, and she is positive for COVID. So they're both out. Shit sucks, man. It's still a fucking pandemic, man. Shit sucks. Well then, we are now 1 minute from the pre-show, which means my stream is about over. So, turn off this music here. I haven't heard anything about a Big E spot in the Rumble. So, we shall see. But yes, we are done for today. Go check out the pre-show on the YouTubes. Next week's Pixels will either be Madden 21 if it works, or Bendy and the Ink Machine. One of those two is getting filmed this week. We'll see. I'll see you guys later. Tomorrow, Wrestling Empire, 5 p.m. Tune in. I'll see you here for that. And let me hit X here. And I'm out. The X. My arm's hairy. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God.